Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Chris Montgomery. I am one of the reporters with World Vision. I have the honor of getting to travel to different places and see what World Vision is doing in many of the parts of the world. And today we're going to try and bring a little bit of that directly to you. I am not in Venezuela, but I am partnering with the Venezuela team to mark World Humanitarian Day. That's a day that's set aside to recognize those around the world who respond when conflict, disaster, hunger, crisis disrupt children's lives. And it's a reality that's often honestly overlooked that these humanitarians are from the communities that are affected. Normally, they go about their lives helping those around them, but then disaster strikes and then they're supporting others while also worrying about their own families, their own homes, their own futures. Recently, I'm sure you're aware, there's been a number of natural disasters, a number of earthquakes that have really put this reality into focus, honestly. About 2 months ago, two separate earthquakes over 7.0 hit Venezuela within a matter of minutes. World Vision has been working in that country for 7 years or so, and we've had staff obviously already there working and living, and they experienced this earthquake firsthand. So shortly, we're going to hear from them about what the earthquake meant to them personally, how they experienced it, and what they're doing now, and how they're seeing the response, and how they're helping balance their own experiences with the needs of the children and families. And you can see on the screen here, we have some drone footage of some of the response, some of the destruction. There's a lot going on, and you have people that are juggling so many different things with their own life and the response. So we're going to hear from them soon. A little peek behind the curtain about the reality of humanitarian work and the unpredictability that this can have. We had everything set up for a live stream from a local church that World Vision has been responding at, and they've been handing out supplies there. And we had a guy on a ladder running wires for Starlink and everything. But this morning I woke up that I woke up to a message. There was no power at this church. And so they had to last minute switch locations, and they threw everything in a truck and drove over. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. Bear with us. We've been setting up right to the last minute. And thank you to everyone that helped there, doing yet another thing on top of what they already have to do to get this together so that we can bring these stories to you. So if you have questions for us and for the people there, please put them in the chat. We're monitoring the different chats, all the different streams that this is on. Add it to the chat. We might not get to every question, but we will try to. And also, like, if you are a humanitarian and you have experiences with this, we want the chat to kind of feel like a place that people can share their experiences as a humanitarian as we mark this very important day. So I want to bring Andre on, and Andre is he is there in Venezuela. Andre is an incredibly talented videographer, storyteller with World Vision Honduras, and he and I have had the chance to work together a bunch, and he's awesome. And he's been there now for a couple of weeks, documenting the response and meeting the communities that have been affected. Andre, can you hear me? Thanks for being with us.
Hey, Chris, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Yeah. Just make sure you hold that mic up so it doesn't echo as much as it was during the tests. Thanks, dude.
Okay, great.
So I know we were going to be at a church. Where are we now, and what's behind you? What are we looking at?
Okay, right now we are in a temporary camp called Club, and where people affected by the earthquake are living temporarily. So World Vision here is attending to the children, specifically giving them child-friendly spaces, just to have a safe space to have a psychological support, but also learn in the middle of this disaster.
Okay, so you're at a child-friendly space there. You're coming in a little quieter than we tested. That's unfortunate. So I'm hoping that comes through a little better.
Can you hear me now?
But yeah, that's a little bit better. So you're at a child-friendly space that World Vision's been supporting. Is what you said.
Yeah, in a temporary camp that is in a golf club here in La Guaira, Venezuela.
Okay. And so what have you seen? You've been traveling around further. What have you seen in the communities that you've been traveling?
So as you can see in the screen also, in the videos in social media, we have almost a month and a half of the earthquake that hit La Guaira and other places here in Venezuela, specifically 24th of June. Um, so right now, people are facing different kind of issues. Obviously, the damage of the building, approximately 50,000 like building houses were affected, but also more than 6,000 people died because of the earthquake, and almost 70,000 people injured. So it's a big disaster, and we are responding here in the field with the people, giving them water and sanitation, hygiene in the camps. Also, of course, these child-friendly spaces, but we are giving food for the church. And of course, the church is one of our biggest or our partner number one. You know, so the need is big here. We have a lot of humanitarian organizations here, but the need is big. So it's important to show to the people that are watching us right now that still a lot of the people have to rebuild their life, rebuild their income, livelihood. Also, they are facing a lot of struggle here, like food, like safe water, and also protection. Because you know this is a temporary camp, but it's not a safe space to raise a kid.
Sure. Yeah, you know, when we were setting up there, you were moving the camera around. We saw lots of white tents behind there. It looks very hot when you're not in the shade. It's not a comfortable. It's better than some of the situations, but it's not a comfortable long-term solution. And so this is about providing something
Yeah.
for children and families right now, so they can feel safe, they can stabilize, they can get the basics taken care of, and they can move forward.
Yeah, so the weather conditions here are very changing. So we are close to the ocean, so it's very hot. And because of there is a lot of people, but also the fence create more like temperature inside the
Yeah.
fence of the sun. But also people are facing rains because sometimes in the nights heavy rains hit the white. So
Wow.
that creates a lot of issues like some outbreaks with the water disease, water related disease, and also mosquitoes.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I want to bring in some more stories, but Andre, I want you to know it's not just me and you here. We've got people watching from Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Kenya, Sri Lanka, South Sudan, Tanzania, Venezuela, Uganda, Burundi, Ethiopia, Rwanda, so many places. Thank you to everyone watching so that you can hear more about these important stories from Venezuela. So before we bring in, we've got a couple people with Andre to hear from them, some staff. But before we bring in those people, we want to share a short video story from Daniela, who was one of the women. She's connected to the church that we were going to stream from. She's connected there, and she spoke with Andre about a week ago in Spanish, and we have a story now with English subtitles for you to hear about her experience and a chance to hear from someone directly connected to the response.
Esfuerzo de tantos años, una vida construida y se va en tan solo unos segundos. Te siento que volví a nacer y soy otra persona. Cuando yo me levanto, no veía nada. Todo era una nube gigante marrón. Y lo único que yo hacía era preguntarle a mi papá, papá, ¿qué pasó? Cuando logramos salir hacia la calle, vemos a la gente parada, corriendo de un lado a otro, no veíamos nada así a lo lejos, cuando de repente empiezan a gritar, se cayeron las torres. A mí me está sosteniendo Dios, porque nosotros empezamos ayudando desde el día cero. Estábamos acá y automáticamente por el hecho de ser una iglesia, la gente en cierto modo se sintió refugiado en nosotros y empezamos dando agua. Y al día siguiente preparamos un agua con avena y azúcar, 2 kilos de arroz con unos huevitos, o sea, de lo que teníamos en la casa, aquí pues en la iglesia empezamos a dar. Entonces allí nace el centro de acopio, nace la intención, el amor, las ganas de ayudar a la gente. A mí me tocó ser enfermera, me tocó atender a la gente, me tocó incluso ser psicóloga, tantas facetas de mí que no sabía que existían. Y ustedes como organización pues han venido con esa particularidad de que no solamente han pensado en las necesidades de la gente, sino también en las propias, que ayudan a que también lo de la gente pueda llevarse a cabo. Cuando nosotros vivimos todo esto, lo único que nos importaba era tener a nuestra familia cerca y saber que estaban bien. No nos importaba incluso si perdimos bienes materiales, si perdimos cosas que nos costó años construir. Todo se resume a que la vida de las personas es más importante que cualquier cosa.
Welcome back. Thank you for that, Andre. Just incredible stuff. Beautifully shot. I can't believe you're pulling that together on the fly there in that situation. So thank you so much. Welcome back, everyone. So as you can see, we've got Andre here, and he is joined by Claudia and Maria from World Vision Venezuela. So Andre, I'm going to hand it over to you to take this part of the conversation and hear from their stories.
Okay. So, as you said, with Claudia and Maria, who are staff World Vision Venezuela, but also they were affected by the earthquake the last 24. So, Claudia, thank you for being here and be able to share your story. Give us a little bit of context about Hawaii and why the damage is being felt.
Yeah, thank you everyone that is connected today to celebrate with us. The wine is the port of it's a place for and right now it's almost fixed. We have lost thousands of the families of people that used to be with us kids. This is a place where everyone will come to celebrate, to be at the beach, to have a great day, to have a Sunday. And right now, this is a place where everyone is trying to get here for the ones that are gone. So this is a catastrophe in Venezuela. Right now, the emergencies have more than 6,000 here, but the community is saying that we have more than 5,000 east. So the numbers are like, growing, and this is that will be the kind of say it wasn't really a short time, but we're thinking about
Yeah, Claudia, so can you make
Hey, Andre, can you hear me? Andre, can you hear me a little bit? Okay, I'm not hearing much from Claudia there, so I'm hoping Andre can hold his mic right up to Claudia and use his instead. It's a little better.
It's a destruction. We have more than 800 buildings collapsed. We have more than, I believe, right now, 6,000
That's great.
people are killed. In that time, we were talking about 2,000 or 3,000 people killed. So the size of the catastrophe of this year is the biggest that we have ever.
Thank you, Claudia. And also we are with Maria Andreina, who is part of the communications team of World Vision Venezuela, but also were affected last June. So first of all, thank you, Maria Andreina, for being here, for allowing us to share the story with the people who are watching us. And can you tell us how was like the first moment the earthquake hitting?
Hola a todos. Fue un milagro, ¿no? Fue el día de
It was a miracle for us to be alive.
porque tenemos planificado que
Because
la
we
Guaira
were
la
planning
24
because
de
it was a
noviembre
free day to go to Guatemala.
y amaneció lloviendo.
But it was like raining, so we prefer to stay home in Caracas.
Y 4 de la tarde,
About 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I was in the home, and we did something that we will never forget. That it was the alert through the phone, that it was saying earthquake 6.4, be safe. And they didn't receive that. Okay. In that time, no, okay. In that time, I said, well, this is going to be serious.
Sorry, we're having some connection issues.
I want to watch my baby.
Sorry, everyone.
Inside the apartment.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. We when we tested, it was coming through a little bit more, but as I'm sure a lot of you can hear, the connection's not working quite as well as we'd hoped. But we had some B-roll there where you could see lots of the affected areas and whatnot. So we'll see. We're just going to try and work here to try and get them back. But yeah, that was Claudia, Maria, and Andre on the ground there in Venezuela, and we thank you for their time and for them to join us from that child-friendly space. As I said, the child-friendly space where World Vision is taking children and families that have been affected. You saw all the devastation that was all around. So these people have lost their homes, and now you've got a safe space for them to gather, and you have World Vision staff working there. You saw medical supplies. There's places for kids to play. There's shelters being built. All of the basics that are needed for people to try and get back on their feet and after this devastation. And I just want to bring it back to the focus of the day too, is that we have a situation where all those you saw, all the staff, all that stuff is only running because of all the staff that are working there. But those staff have also been affected by the disaster. They were living right there. And so this is a reality many places around the world. Sometimes it's conflict, sometimes it's natural disasters, but wherever humanitarians are working, they're experiencing the challenges of that local area themselves. And Andre's saying he can hear me, but I don't know that we have audio from Venezuela there from the team. Maybe bring them back on, Brian, briefly, and we'll hopefully hear from them.
Hello, Chris, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so we can start the conversation with Ana, who is part of the communications team of Venezuela, and she also was affected. So what we are going to do is that Maria Andreina will speak in Spanish, and Claudia will translate directly to the mic.
Perfect.
Yeah. Did you hear us? Hey, Chris.
I'm not getting Claudia. Claudia, can you speak for me there?
Okay.
I don't know if you guys want to maybe try and just move over.
Yeah,
Maybe it's getting some echo.
She's not speaking. She's not speaking. So.
No.
Okay, that's why I don't
Can
hear
you hear
her.
me now?
I can hear you now.
Try to
Thanks,
translate
Claudia.
Andreina.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Andreina was saying, when we look temporarily, the internet that she was in her house with her baby at the time that we have the earthquake last June 24. And she received an alert from the cell phone that it says a big earthquake is coming. Be safe. So she didn't understood that at the first time what that was meaning because we don't have that feeling. And then she took it seriously.
Thank you, Claudia. Can you guys, can we get you guys to stand closer to the camera?
And took her baby and went directly downstairs.
Andre, can you use your phone maybe?
Yeah.
After that, they were waiting to see what's happening because no one, didn't understand. And we didn't have only one; we have two earthquakes, big earthquakes. One immediately after the other one, and we were standing, and the movement was so hard that we couldn't even be up. In that moment, I only realized that I need to ask God to save my baby because we were, preparing ourselves for the worst. One of the things that I'm going to remember is the screaming of my mom because she was begging God to have mercy of Venezuela and to have mercy of us. So I will never forget that. All of that while we were watching how the walls of our apartment built. And the whole building was moving that right now I cannot explain. It's like the building was falling. So we wait there to.
Can we? Oh, now we're losing the video as well. Well, I appreciate if you're still with us. I really appreciate you sticking with us on this. This is what happens when you go live and when you try and pull it together through sketchy connections over there in a situation like that. So appreciate you guys coming and joining us. Andre, if you can hear me, just grab your phone and we're just going to use that and not bother with the mic if that works. But otherwise, we will maybe leave it there. But let's see if he can pull his mic again. Thanks to everyone. We've got people of Sierra Leone, Tanzania, Mozambique, El Salvador, Mali. I saw Germany earlier as well. So lots of people on LinkedIn there. We see you all. Thank you again. If you have any questions or your experiences since I'm having to fill the gap here, I'd love to hear if there's anyone that has some experiences they want to put in the chat about what they've dealt with and things that they've had as a humanitarian and what context they've worked in. That would be great. This is the day that we acknowledge all of the sacrifice and challenges that those people, all of you, are going through in the daily work that you have. Andre, are you there? Okay, I think we've lost him. So again, we will do another live stream another time, and we've loved doing this. We've loved hearing from all of you, and again, apologies that this one had some technical issues, And that's just the reality, as I said, the reality of humanitarian work is you're just changing on the fly. You're having to do different things and adapt. So appreciate Andre and Claudia, Maria, Daniela, all of you there, all the people behind the scenes that were pulling this together. It's just incredible work you're doing there. And I'm glad that we were able to show some of the realities there for people. So thank you so much for all of that and for doing that. And again, thank you to everyone that's joined us today on this live stream. And we hope to see you again very soon.